This is Rik Palieri, and welcome to another chapter in the Songwriter's Notebook. And as you can see today, we are in a festive mood because we are going to learn a little bit about Vietnam, a place that a lot of us have heard about, we know about, but we don't really know as much as we should know about the culture and the music. And we felt that this was a good time to kind of get ourselves educated a little bit. And so we're going to be exploring all kinds of things Vietnam today with Hao, Lee, and Lilly. And they're here as part of the International Fest that comes just once a year over at the fairgrounds, and we're really lucky to have them. We've worked together over at the International Festival, and I kept thinking, you know, we really need to bring you on to the Songwriter's Notebook. So it's a great pleasure to have you both here.
We are really lucky to know you, know Vermontese, and it's an honor to be here.
And we're going to take a kind of a deeper look about Vietnam. And before we do that, I need to know about your background. You know, we've never really talked about, you know, when you came here. So were you originally from Vietnam?
Yes, we are both originally from Vietnam. And we started to immigrate to the U.S. like 7 years ago. And when we came here, we came right to the Vermont to play at the International Festival Culture.
That was one of the first places that you came in America, was to
exactly
Vermont?
Right.
Whoa.
Exactly right. We came here, we fell in love with Vermont, and so we come back every year since.
And now you're living in California.
It is.
Yes, and we've been, folks, we've been Skyping back and forth and on Facebook trying to work this out ahead of time, because to me this was a really special show because a lot of us don't really know that much about Vietnam. And I was inspired by my mentor, Pete Seeger, did a wonderful program bringing over a few people. He had, how do you pronounce his name? The gentleman that was from Vietnam who came on Pete's song, the Rainbow Quest. Do you remember?
I don't really. Do you mean Phạm Duy?
Yes.
Phamduy.
Okay. Now, see, this is our first lesson here is about the language. So, can you give us just an idea about the language of Vietnam so we can understand?
Oh, it is really interesting that you put this question, because I'm very proud of Vietnamese language. You know why? Because the Vietnamese language attached to the music of our country. Why? We have 5 accents in our language. We speak like we sing. And from that, it comes out into pentatonic. Do you mind standing a little bit?
Okay.
I'm going to show you. This is a Vietnamese language. Right here. Tâm bình thế giới bình. You hear like that music. Da 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 da. So it comes out like.
Can you say it slowly?
When the heart in peace, the world in peace. You say that again in Vietnamese.
Tâm bình thế giới bình. Right.
That's the language.
Okay, say it slow so we can try it.
Tâm bình.
Tâm bình.
No, you have to go down. It's music. Tâm bình.
Tâm bình.
Yes.
Like that.
Thế giới bình.
Aoi bin.
Yes.
Tâm bình. Aoi bin.
Thế giới like the
Thế giới.
thing. Thế giới, yeah. Thế giới bình. So, dan. Just like music.
Oh, wow. Great. And you were saying that this, translate that again, what's on Lily's dress?
Okay.
Heart.
Tâm is heart.
Heart.
Thế giới, world. So when the heart is in peace, the world is in peace.
All right. When the heart is in peace, the world is in peace.
Yes.
Oh, that's
It
great.
means that your heart is in peace, you treat everybody peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
So people should treat you the same. Everybody is peaceful.
And tell us a little bit about the clothing itself, because it's a little unusual.
You can tell about the
That's a
traditional
dress.
dress.
This is for a long times in my country, for whole of the country, the north, the middle, and the south, they wear the traditional dress like this. Is called áo dài. Yeah, you can wear anytime. The student can wear, and the lady go to the wedding or go to the concert or a lot of event. You can wear every kind, the colors, the wedding dress, and the normal like the student, just very solid white. Especially in the middle way, in the middle country, they wear the very specific color. It's called like lavender áo dài.
In short, we wear in every occasion,
Yes.
even in temple or church.
Right.
And does the color yellow signify anything?
For the royal
Royal.
family.
Royal. Oh, the royal family is yellow.
It's kind of a little high class in my country for long times, because it's just a
Royal.
royal people.
Like the king.
Yeah,
king
like
and
king,
the
the queen, and
Now,
some
you were
high-
telling me that you have a strange custom, this wedding custom that has to do with the clothes. Can you explain that?
Did you know in the weddings, we have to wear this is traditional. So we have to wear this, except that we put it fanciful, we put it flowers, we put some embroidery, we put mosaic, with everything looks fanciful, but it's still áo dài, still the sun.
And also they have the special hat for the woman and the man too.
For the wedding, a
For the
special
wedding.
hat. And what if you? I know it's not easy, but to talk about the music of Vietnam in such a short amount of time that we have. But if we could get a little idea about what makes Vietnam music different than the music that we listen to.
Well, like I just said, we have 5 accents in our language, and we speak. In fact, practically we sing. So you have and it comes out into poem. So we just like here, or we can hear poem like this is a lullaby. Ví dầu cầu ván đóng đinh, cầu tre lắc lẻo gập ghềnh khó đi. It means you walk on the bridge, made by wood, it's very solid. But you walk on the bamboo bridges, it will be like shaky. But what I mean is the music, it is in our language. It comes out 5 accents. So we have a music, traditional music in Panettone. It goes with. It comes from the language itself. So I can tell a little bit. Firstly, people sing lullaby. They don't really sing. They just speak like I did, but in a more musical tone, like ví dầu cầu ván đóng đinh, cầu tre lắc lẻo gập ghềnh khó đi. And then later they go into labor, like when you do some stomping on the ground. You want people to do together. So
A
we
work
have
song.
song. We have like là hù là khoang nỉ, là hù là khoang nỉ, ái mà nỉ là hù mà là khoang nỉ, là miếu mà thiếu tránh nỉ, là hù là khoang nỉ, là đình mà thiếu ngói nỉ, là hù mà là khoang nỉ, xây thành mà thiếu vôi nỉ, là hù mà là khoang nỉ, hết cả ngủ lại khoang. That's way.
So it's the same thing as in the African American culture. There were a
is.
lot of like take this hammer, that old Lilly would sing. Take this hammer, whop, carry it to your captain.
Exactly
Whop.
right.
That same kind of idea. So when what kind of work would they be doing when they would sing this song?
That is for building, the foundation for the house. So that sounds a little bit harsh because so we have something more smooth, like when they row the boat in the river, everybody, the front, back, need to row at the same time. So they have something like hò lơ, lắng tai nghe tiếng ai đang hò lơ. It really does not have meaning for hò lơ, but lắng tai nghe, listen to somebody's hò lơ. This somebody doing that. So we have hò lơ, lắng tai nghe tiếng ai đang hò lơ.
How would you play that on the guitar?
You know, it's pentatonic, so I feel a little bit embarrassed on this, but that's embarrassed because people, you know, you don't play with that. But here,
But
we
you
play.
just sing it. You wouldn't play a guitar with it
No.
because you'd be working.
Now, from that, some musician and, you know, by mouth they transcribe into song. Like we have holler, then we have yo ta. That is to make everybody do the same thing together. Like đều cao yo ta thì mặt đều cao yo ta nhưng lòng yêu nước yo ta còn cao hơn đều yo ta ho yo ta yo ta. So when I sing to that way, everybody go yo ta.
All right, let's see. I'll try and play along with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can say yo ta with us if you want to.
Say how do you say
Yo ta.
it? Yo ta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Đều cao yo ta thì mặt đều cao yo ta nhưng lòng yêu nước yo ta còn cao hơn đều
Yo ta là ho yo ta.
yo ta. It means the hill is high, but your patriotism is higher than that. And we change the lyrics after that. Yo ta. But here's the funny part. I sing and I will explain. Okay. Đều cao yo ta thì mặt đều cao yo ta nhưng mà cao quá yo ta thì đâu thì đều
Yo ta là ho yo ta.
It
Yo
means
ta.
the hill is high, very high, but it's too high to walk, so we take a bus.
Let's play it again.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of fun. Go
Okay.
ahead. Ready? Do
Đều
it.
cao yo ta thì mặt đều cao yo ta nhưng mà cao quá yo ta thì ta đi xe đò yo ta là ho yo ta.
Now, you know,
Take a bus.
how if you were a child in Vietnam, what would be one of the first songs that you would learn?
Yeah, in fact, that is one of the songs. Now I'm going to talk about the children's songs. This is one of the songs I sang when I first started knowing how to sing as a teenager. You know, for little kids, of course there are some songs for little kids, but mostly they follow the teachers. But this is the first song I sing when I was a kid. Okay. It talks about two guys. They meet at the village, and then they meet at the temple, and the sound, the name of them, rhythm together. So, ông đình, ông nàng, ông ra đầu đình, ông gặp ông nàng, ông nàng, ông nàng, ông ra đầu làng, ông gặp ông đinh nam đầu làng là nàng đinh đầu đình, là đinh nam đầu làng là nàng đinh đầu đình.
So the last part is sort of like a kind of just syllables that you sing, but does it have a meaning to it, or?
Yes, Nin Nang is the name, just a proper noun. It's his name.
Nin?
The two guys, they meet together, Nin
Nin
and Nang.
and then
Yeah.
Mr. Nin
So,
and Mr. Nang.
Mr. Nin.
Ông Nang, ông ra đầu đình, ông gặp ông Nang, ông Nang, ông ra đầu làng, ông gặp ông Nin Nang đầu đình, là Nin Nang đầu làng, là Nang Nin đầu đình, là Nin Nang đầu làng, Nang Nin Nang Nin Nang Nin Nang Nin Nang Nin Nang Nin Nang Nin. Mr. Nin, he went to the village. He met with Mr. Nang. Mr. Nang, he went to the temple, he met with the Nin, and just like it, Nin and Nang, they met together, Nin and Nang, Nin and Nang, Nin and Nang.
The kids must love that song.
Yeah, the kid songs.
It's a kid's song.
Kid song.
Now, was there a song an old traditional song that the women would like to sing? Is there any? Do you remember a song, Lily, that you would sing when you were a young girl?
Yes.
And what would that be?
It's kind of very old style in my country. Actually, it's from the traditional from the south. Yeah, but I love it when I so little.
It's
but
totally
I still
different.
remember now.
Totally different from our, ionic scale. You mean music nowadays? So it's pentatonic. Okay.
Let's see.
It talks about the guy. He tried to in courtship with a girl. He tried to go fishing, but he pretended fishing in order to wait for the girl to come, flirt at her. Okay. You want to sing that song?
Yes.
It is called Jang Thu Ya Khúc. It means Serenades of the Autumn Moon. It's the melody, but we can put every lyric in that. Okay.
Lỡ mai thất nghiệp mắn về Cà Mau anh cắm câu con nhái bầu đứng dưới giá cầu chờ em đi tới anh thả câu nếu câu em được em về làm dâu cho má anh. Nếu câu em được em về làm dâu cho má anh. Yeah, that is short one.
You
I
like it?
remember.
You like it?
It's very different to our ears.
Very different. Very different.
There's some characteristic types of things that Lily is doing with her voice that is a very high kind of thing that kind of descends and then kind of goes up and down. Is that correct?
It is. Only the older generation they can sing this kind of songs. The young people now, Vietnamese, they can't sing anymore. Because just like the Native American, music, people sing the way that nowadays we cannot follow. I believe so. Is that right?
Yeah, I think that a lot of things can get lost if people don't carry them on, and I think it's harder than ever to be able to get some young people to understand the importance of carrying on some of these traditions. But there are some, and I think the important thing is to realize it doesn't take many people.
Right.
All you need is one who remembers.
That's correct. So, from that song, they developed into something more closer to, our ionic scale nowadays. I'm going to demonstrate something to that. In the New Year's, we did the greetings, and we have a song for the New Year greeting, which is also similar to pentatonic and also close to our music nowadays. Là hỏi cái ca cầm, là hỏi cái ca cầm. Vừa qua là qua năm mới, chúc cô chúc cậu giàu sang phú quý trên thời ô tô với thời cano. Nằm thì nằm giường leo, đắp chăn là chăn nêm gấm. Dậy thì dậy gia đình, ngồi ghế Phượng Loan. Cậu bịch hai cái răng vàng trên đầu, cậu xịt dầu thơm.
And what does that mean?
Here the music festival. In the music festival on the New Year Eve, we wish you very prosperous. And on the ground, you have cars. In the water, you have speedboats. At that time, you have speedboat is something. We don't have jets at that time when the song developed. So we have speedboat, and you're sleeping in Laos bed. Laos bed is like a foreign-made bed, Laos, you know the country, right? Laos bed, and you use the accompany with a seal blanket. You wear Yadin shoes, it's the brand name shoes that time, and you go have dragon phoenix lacquered chair. You sit, very like a king chair, and you have 3 gold grills teeth. You know the
3 gold teeth.
Yes, just like some African American people now they do that. You have 3 gold teeth. At that time, when you have gold teeth, you are very noble man.
Ah,
very
if you
rich
have
man.
gold teeth, you're a nobleman.
And you have to show it.
You
Like
have
when
to
you
show it.
smile.
You have a big smile and you have some gold in there.
Exactly. And then you wear perfume.
Perfume.
Yeah. As a songman, you have perfume. You have gold teeth. You have perfume. That we wish you that way. In the old time, when you wish that way, it means they wish you very rich.
Aha, perfume and gold. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Mariano would if I came home with perfume and gold teeth. I don't know.
It sounds very funny for us right now, but at that time, somebody wear gold teeth and perfume. He is nobleman.
A nobleman. Well, the time is floating by, and
Right.
I wanted to make sure that we have this special song that we worked on together. And then I want you to also, after we do this special song, I want you to be able to play, because Hao is an accomplished guitar player. He's doing this particular program because I asked him to, but usually he plays classical guitar, and he's he played at Carnegie Hall. He's one of those, talk about the nobleman over here. To me, that's a nobleman. When you play at Carnegie Hall, that's a wonderful thing. So let's try and do this wonderful song that we were talking about. We gave that early taste of it when we first came on the screen, and I heard this song, and that's what really got me to think about doing this show. My friend Pete Seeger did this wonderful show about Vietnam music, and that was back in a very different time. That was back in the in the 60s, so it was unusual to hear something like that. And when I heard this song, there was something very special. Can you talk about this man who wrote this song?
Yeah, Pham Duy, he was a songwriter, great songwriter. He passed away. He is a patriotic too. So when he wrote this song, he tried to describe the country in healing after the war. So when you hear the song, you see we have some English lyric in that too. You can hear, how we are healing from the war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So should we go for that?
Let's try it.
From a baby just born, as life is begun. The rain on the leaves is a cold commotion, much greater a passionate voice in the final choice when last love is near. The rain on the leaves is the voice of Christ as he realizes his first love is here. The rain on the leaves is the heart's distress
and the loneliness as life passes by.
The rain on the leaves is the dusk caress and the tenderness before love can die.
Giọt mưa trên lá
Bồi rơi bồi hồi trong riêng miệt mài em tình yêu lần cuối. Giọt mưa trên lá bỡ ngỡ xôn xao cũng quên giang rào anh tình yêu lần đầu.
Giọt mưa trên lá thoáng thoáng bơ vơ khép đến
Đợi chờ
xa cách
nhau vài giờ.
giọt mưa trên lá
Vì vang xa xôi
xuân tôi
bùi ngùi xa cách nhau một đời.
Beautiful. We only have 3 minutes. Can you believe it? 3 minutes left.
Wonderful.
And I want you to play one of your classical pieces if you like, or play anything that you like. This has been a wonderful.
Okay, I played a very short pitch, but it is Panettone.
Go ahead. Hao Lee and Lilly Lee from Vietnam originally, now in America. Beautiful, beautiful.
That is a traditional music. They used to play on a special guitar with they make it a hollow in each fret, so when they play something like. When I play on a classical guitar, the Vietnamese folks out there, when they hear me playing this with this kind of classical guitar, they will be very surprised.
Well, I think that we all learned a lot today about Vietnam, things that we never knew, things that surprised us, and I think that that's what this show is about. Taking the time to learn how to appreciate other cultures. This is Rik Palieri. I'm going to have to roll on by. I hope to see you again. Let's play a little bit more again of the Rain on the Leaves as we go out. Thank you very much. Thank you from the Songwriter's Notebook. Go ahead.